So thank you everyone for joining us, and we're so glad that you're here. And I am going to talk about wellness, and with wellness often comes weight loss, which is great. So this is a plan that's about keeping it simple and convenient. It's something that makes sense and is sustainable. So let me tell you a little bit about myself, and if you'd advance that slide. So as Dennis said, my name is Lisa Dvorin, and I'm from Hillsborough, New Jersey. And I lost 25 pounds in 6 months. And something that I found is that I was putting on an average of 3 pounds per year. And after 7 or 8 years, I said to my doctor, my scale just keeps on going in one direction. And she said, well, that's typical when you get to this age, and to kind of expect that. And that really did not sit well with me. And I will say that I had a friend of mine, Jill, who I will introduce in a few moments, who I had connected again on Facebook, and I saw that she had lost 30 pounds in 6 months. And Jill is someone who grew up on my street. We took the bus together all the way through school. I played dodgeball in front of her house. And I thought, well, if Jill can do this, maybe I can do it too. And so I connected with Jill, and here I am. I lost 25 pounds in 6 months, and it's been almost 2 years now. And that is really key, because the weight has stayed off. And even in the last few months that have been stressful on so many different levels, I have not gained any of that weight back. So I know for sure this plan has been tested, and it does work. One of the things I want to say too is that I lost that weight while in the corporate office. So I was putting in 9+ hours a day. And when I saw that weight come off and was staying off, I ditched the corporate office and decided to do something I'm a little bit more passionate about. So one thing I want to mention too is that losing the weight was great, but there's non-scale victories that come with this too. And for me, there's two that were really important, and they're at least equally important, if not more important. One of them is that I had aches and pains for over 20 years, and I had been to a lot of doctors, a lot of tests. I had changed some things on my own in my eating and in my environment, and I couldn't get rid of the pains, and no one could quite pinpoint it. And I still don't know exactly what it was, but increasing my health and wellness with this plan, those aches and pains are gone, and I could not be happier. The other non-scale victory that I will say that I have is that when I see myself in photos, I don't cringe anymore, which is a really nice thing. So with that, I want to turn it over to Jill LaFond, who has been a great mentor and coach to me, and maybe she can tell you about her story.
Thank you, Lisa. I'm so excited to be here today. Hey, everybody, my name is Jill LaFond, and I did grow up in New Jersey. My corporate America career allowed me to eventually make my way down to Tampa, Florida. And I was in the corporate world. I worked for Verizon for 21 years. And about 13 years ago, I decided I was tired of trading my time for money, as Dennis spoke about. I wanted to do something that would allow me to create some residual income and allow me to create it on my time. At the time, I had 2 small kids, and I didn't like the fact that somebody else was raising them. So I built my business. I started my wellness career, like as I mentioned, 13 years ago, and I did it side by side. And when the time was right for me to walk away from my corporate America job, I did. But that's the business side of this. From a wellness perspective, I have repped multiple products over the years, and VFINITY has been really different because the company is so focused on wellness, and we're focused on building a wellness community, and we're focused on doing things that the average person can do, really with or without the products. The products just make it so much simpler to do it, and it kind of makes it fun to be in a community where you're with like-minded people who can relate to what you're going through. So in a similar way to, Lisa stalked me. She doesn't share the part about how she stalked me for almost a year because she was skeptical. And why was she skeptical? Because we're bombarded with so much marketing on wellness programs, get healthy, lose weight. And how many have you tried? I've done them all. So it's been one of those things where I watched a friend do this, and over 3 months, he shrunk away, and I said, let me try it. So I had lots of questions. I was skeptical. I was wondering if it would work for me. Would it be easy to follow? The answers to all those questions were yes. And the better part of this is, thanks to the power of social media and Facebook, friends like Lisa have watched this transformation in me, and they've decided to jump in. And as a group, we've lost over 3,000 pounds, which we're so proud of and we're so happy about. So that's the health side. The wealth side is we're creating income, helping friends do something we'd probably help friends do anyway. I mean, we're repurposing old relationships. Lisa and I hadn't really connected in 30-something years since high school. So in any case, I'm happy to be here today, and we're happy to share with anybody on either side who wants to get started with the health side or the wealth side. And I'll turn it back to you guys.
Thanks so much. And you're right, this focus is really today on the health side of it, but there is definitely a wealth side to it too. And would be happy to share more outside of this program too with you. So this is the wellness plan. And so first, let me tell you what it's not. Okay, it's not prepackaged meals that are small portions and expensive and leave you feeling deprived. It's not a point system that changes every couple of years and sometimes advocates foods that are not really healthy for you. And it's not a fad diet. It's for the long haul. Okay, so with this plan, there's really 3 parts. And so we call it a wellness trifecta. And over to the right, you'll see the lifestyle basics, which are a couple of easy, simple habits to incorporate into your everyday life that help you increase your health and boost your immunity. The second part of it is the support system. And we are building a tribe that is here to inspire and encourage and help you along the way. And the third piece of it is the VFINITY products, right? And so VFINITY is a wellness company that makes a handful of products, and that's it. And it's 5 or 6 different products that are geared to work together to help you increase your health. And the thing that makes me so passionate about VFINITY is how clean the products are. So if you flip to the next slide, let me go through the lifestyle basics with you briefly. Okay, first is intermittent fasting. And so this is really eating in an 8-hour window and fasting for 16 hours. And you don't have to meet that 16 hours from day one. You know, you can work up to it, but it's not as hard as it sounds either. If you eat dinner at 7 p.m., it means eating again at 11 a.m. the next morning. And in between there are things that you can have that won't break your fast, and we can help you with that offline too, to help you achieve that. But in layman's terms, the reason why intermittent fasting is so important is because if your body is not constantly digesting food, it has time to spend energy in other parts of your body and getting rid of the toxins and free radicals in your system. So, which is something we all want to do. We all want to boost, and that will help you boost your immunity even further. The second part is a low-carb lifestyle. So the American diet is mostly carb related, right? And a lot of times it's processed carbs, which are not good for you. So this substitutes some of that and introduces more of a good fat diet, which is really very nutritious for you and satisfying. And it's things like olive oil and avocados and nuts and avocado oil and things like that. Third is drink water. We all know we should drink more water, right? Well, a couple of reasons why that's so important is that those toxins that are being released in the intermittent fasting, you now have a way to flush them out of your system. You don't want them staying in your system. And it also keeps all of your organs hydrated. So the suggestion is to drink half your body weight in ounces of water. So for example, if you weigh 150 pounds, it would be 75 ounces of water would be your goal for the day. And the last piece of the lifestyle basics is journaling. And there's a free app called MyFitnessPal, which helps you keep track of your calories, your carbs, your micronutrients, your water, your exercise. So you can be accountable and see how you did that day and maybe where you need to adjust things along the way. So if you could flip. 2 additional lifestyle basics is exercising. And of course, exercising is good for everybody. The minimum that we would look, to help in this journey is to do 20 minutes of at least walking a day. So, could be as simple as that. And the last piece is the peace practice. So just as important as physical health is mental health. And with all the stresses that we have today, it's important to take some time to do something that de-stresses you, whether that is yoga or a hot bath or reading a book or gardening. Find what it is that makes you happy and make time for that too. If you can flip. Okay, so the second piece of the trifecta is the support. And as I mentioned, we want to share good health. We're here to motivate and inspire you and to help you when you're stuck along the way. And it really is a community that's working together. And we have Facebook pages, Facebook groups, there's live events, there's VFINITY websites, and there's a wellness cheat sheet, which you can see a very small picture of on the screen, but you can get a free copy of that on the VFINITY site, which is, the URL is there, it's vfinity.com/wellness-cheat-sheet. And on this cheat sheet is actually all of the wellness basics, a sample day, and then some good substitutes for foods to switch out those high carbs with healthier fat foods. So if you can flip, and this is the VFINITY products, and I'm going to turn this over to Jill to talk about these products that are offered from VFINITY.
So our products are designed to work together as a family of products. However, some people find that they'll mix and match them based on what they need and what fits their lifestyle. And as Lisa mentioned with the lifestyle basics, you don't have to follow all of them. You could pick and choose, again, based on what resonates with you, what your particular health conditions are or situation is. But that's one of the things that as lifestyle consultants, we help you to figure out. But as far as the products go, our V1 smoothie, it's really more than just a smoothie. This is actually a meal replacement with complete 100% RDI of vitamins and minerals. It's got protein and collagen and grass-fed whey. As Lisa mentioned, our products are ultra clean. When you take them, you can actually know you're doing something great for yourself. The thing that we love about this is its taste. Everyone loves how this tastes. And it's great with water or with your milk of choice. However, we also have a great recipe book with 104 recipes in it. I personally love it with pumpkin in it, and I make it like a pumpkin pie smoothie. So, as Lisa mentioned, this is not a diet, it becomes a lifestyle. And for me, this becomes something that I'll swap out either for my lunch or a dinner, or maybe if I have my sweet tooth is rearing its little ugly head and I want to have something that feels like I'm doing cheating or being bad, and I'm absolutely not. Next one is our V2 greens. This is 3 to 5 servings of fruits and vegetables. When we do things to help get healthy and well, our body will release toxins, and it's so important that we're doing things to detox and cleanse. As Lisa mentioned, water is really an important part of that, but so is taking a product like this that will help to support your organs, your liver and your kidneys. This has 72 fruits, veggies, superfoods and herbs, and it is great. And there's so many different ways to take this one as well. You can mix it with water, you can put it in warm water and make it like a tea. Some people are finding this is awesome with apple cider vinegar. We have a ton of people that mix the V2 greens and the V1 smoothie. So really, you mix and match and figure out how you like to take it best. Keto Perk is our next product. Many people are familiar with bulletproof coffee. This is where you add healthy fats to coffee. This is fantastic for your brain. It helps to curb appetite. Folks who follow a low carb diet or a very low carb diet, which is known as keto, a lot of people will drink a bulletproof coffee like this. The thing that's wonderful about this is it's 1 scoop and a cup of hot water, mix it around, and you have a delicious cup of coffee. If you make bulletproof coffee at home and you're adding grass-fed butter or you're adding MCT oil, which is in this product, not only can it be messy to make, but it also gets very expensive because those are expensive ingredients. And this is just a cup of delicious, healthy brain fuel. V-Biotic is our next product. This is a pre, pro, and plus biotic. Many people are familiar with probiotics. However, you need prebiotics to feed those probiotics. And there are 2 products in the United States sold today with a plus biotic. And this product has that plus biotic. The plus biotic was clinically studied, and it's shown in clinical studies to actually heal the lining of the small intestine. Many people don't know that our gut is, in a lot of ways, our second brain. And typically our health goes the way our gut's health goes. So if you have any kind of issues or ailments, it's often likely that it's starting with your gut's health. So this is so important. From a health perspective, many feel like this is one of the most important products in our line. Next, we have our V3 Original and our V3 Boost. These products are intended to provide mental focus, energy, appetite suppression. The products are very similar ingredients, except one of them has a little bit more caffeine, and that's the Boost, as well as Yahimi bark extract, which is intended to provide a little extra energy. This one for me is willpower in a bottle. I've coined that phrase. A lot of people say it because it truly makes you think about food differently. I think it was Lisa, you were saying the other day, when you take it, you look at food and it's like you could be looking at a pile of books.
Absolutely.
I used to, I mean, food calls my name sometimes. I can hear it, except when I'm taking this. It's really provided amazing control without jitters or anything like that. And then the last product in our lineup is our full spectrum hemp product. This is a CBD oil, and it helps bring balance to our bodies. Many people do not know that we have a system in our body called the endocannabinoid system, and our endocannabinoid system needs endocannabinoids to nourish it. That's what a hemp product is. It's an endocannabinoid. It provides the full spectrum from the plant, and it truly goes to work nourishing this endocannabinoid system. And I can promise you, before I repped VFINITY's products, I had no idea we had an endocannabinoid system, but it truly brings balance to our bodies. And this is one that is just phenomenal for overall wellness. People love it. People tell us it helps them with anxiety, and it helps them with sleeplessness, aches and whatnot. And of course, I would like to say that we're not here to make any medical claims, or simply just sharing our experiences with how these products have worked for us. If we could go on to the next slide. As I mentioned, the products are intended to be taken together. However, many people find great results just taking one or two of them. Our Yes I Can packs package the products in different combinations. They're a great deal, and allows you to try them all. However, they're sold a la carte as well. And if you decide that you want to try any of these products, Lisa can help you with how to get started on those. Lisa, I'll turn it back to you.
Thank you. Yeah, and I just want to say that, you know, I was sharing with Jill recently that a customer had asked me, which product do I like the best? And I kind of shrugged my shoulder and said, all of them. You know, they all do something different, and they're delicious and super healthy. So, but I would encourage anyone to even pick one and try it because they're fabulous. So Dennis, if you can advance to the next slide. So this is about priorities, right? And your perspective. Everyone deserves good health, but sometimes it depends on your perspective. For example, you know, people sometimes look at healthy groceries, $100. That's too expensive. A dinner date, $100. Well, that was reasonable. Or 1 hour on the phone with parents, eternity. 1 hour watching Netflix, let's watch another one. Or 60 minutes of exercise, I wish I had the time. 60 minutes on social media, oh my God, time flies. So it's all about your priorities and your perspective and making sure that they're aligned so that you're in the best position going forward with your health. You could flip one more. And so this is about you. So what does your health look like now and in the future? I personally want to be in that short line on the right. And I'm doing everything, Jill and I are doing everything that we can, and so is Dennis. So you can do this. We're here to support you, and you are worth it, and you should know that. And just to recap, so this is a plan that's clean. The products boost your immunity. It's simple. It cuts through all of the confusion that's out there, and it's sustainable and flexible. So pick the pieces that resonate with you that you think might make the biggest difference and make you can turn into a habit, a lifelong habit, and add them to your daily routine. And I will guarantee that you will see some changes in your health. So if you can flip to the last slide, just want to thank everyone for joining. And if you want any more information or have any questions or want to join our tribe, you can email me at lisa.dvorin@stayhealthylivbetter.com or visit my Facebook page at Stay Healthy and Live Better. Or if you want to learn more about the products, go to vfinity.com/Dvorin. And thank you.